Yes, madam, you can start now.
ओके सर, थैंक यू। आप सभी को सुप्रभात। आज के इस कार्यक्रम से जुड़े सभी प्रतिभागियों, फैकल्टी ऑफ आईजीकेवी एंड डियर स्टूडेंट्स, मैं नेहरू पुस्तकालय परिवार की ओर से आप सभी का सादर वंदन और अभिनंदन करती हूँ। साथ ही मैं आज के कार्यक्रम के वक्ता डॉक्टर डीपी त्रिपाठी सर, लाइब्रेरियन डॉक्टर BR अम्बेडकर नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी जालंधर सर का भी सादर विशेष अभिनंदन करती हूँ और सर को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी कि सर ने पांडे सर के सिर्फ एक आग्रह पर अपना अमूल्य समय हम लोगों के लिए दिया। सर के बारे में मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि सर NIT जालंधर से पहले NIT राउरकेला ओडिशा में अपनी सेवाएं दे रहे थे। सर का 18 वर्षों से अधिक का लाइब्रेरी मैनेजमेंट और डिजिटल रिसोर्सेज मैनेजमेंट, स्पेशली कोहा, डी स्पेस, ई प्रिंट, जुमला, वर्ड स्पेस एंड उबंटू ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स और लाइब्रेरी के सारे मैनेजमेंट में सर का एक्सपर्टाइज है। और सर के बारे में मैं ये भी बताना चाहूंगी कि सर के कई सारे टॉपिक्स पर यूट्यूब वीडियोस अवेलेबल हैं और यह भी कहना गलत नहीं होगा कि हम अपनी डेली रूटीन में लाइब्रेरी की टेक्नोलॉजीज में सर के वीडियोस को फॉलो करते हैं। मैंने सर के कई सारे फिजिकल वर्कशॉप्स, वर्चुअल वर्कशॉप्स और यूट्यूब वीडियोस ये सब बहुत देखे और सुने हैं और मैं आप सभी से कहना चाहूंगी कि अगर अभी भी कोई आपका ऐसा साथी है जो इस MSc PG में पढ़ रहा है और उसने ये वर्कशॉप ज्वाइन नहीं की है तो आप उसे कन्वे करिए मैसेज और उन्हें ज्वाइन करवाइए। मैं आपसे कहूंगी कि डेफिनेटली आज के सेशन के बाद आप कहेंगे कि ये वर्कशॉप हमारे लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट थी। और इसके बाद में लाइब्रेरियन डॉक्टर माधव पांडे सर से अनुरोध करूंगी कि वे कुछ बताएं इसके बारे में।
थैंक यू मोनिका जी, स्पेशली thanks to Mr. Tripathi who provides this lecture for our benefit of our student and faculty. Before this, I will pay to regard my authorities, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dean Director, Registrars. They will provide facility in libraries to organize such type of programs. Because during the COVID, we are facing a lot of problems to organize our PGS classes. I think research writing and reference management with Mendeley is very useful tools. Hope this will be found very useful for you. Without wastage of time, I am requested to Dr. Tripathi to please take your charge and provide benefit for our student communities and staff. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Very good morning to one and all present in this virtual session. Very respected Dr. Madhav Pandey sir, respected Monica madam, and all the viewers who are connected via virtual mode. First of all, I express my sincere thanks to the authority, Dr. Madhav Pandey sir, and the management of the IGKV for creating this wonderful opportunity to interact with the galaxy of intellectuals, especially the researcher and faculties who are directly involved in research writing. And today's session, we will be talking about that how we can effectively write a research paper or research proposal with the help of some reference manager or reference management tool. So I'm really thankful to all the audience also for joining this session. And I hope that this session will be useful for you to conclude your research writing in an effective way before you submit to any journal or conference for publication. So before I start, I would like to let you know some of the important things about this session. If you have any query or question in between of the session, please make a note of it and you can put in the chat box, so that will be displayed on the screen. Accordingly, I will try to answer all your query. Second, the important thing is that I will be demonstrating live about Mendeley, and I will request all of you to pay attention very carefully, because some of the portion, if you do not pay attention, so you may skip or miss the portion. But do not worry, this video will be available online, so later also you can just go through. So with this, I just start the session. by sharing my PPT first. I will take you through PPT and I'll give you the brief introduction about what Mendeley is and how we can write the research paper and how we can use the research reference management tool Mendeley in our research writing. So for this, I have prepared a very short PPT, and then I will, after completing the PPT, I will be showing you live demonstration about the Mendeley also. I guess my screen is visible to you all. Please, any one of you, please confirm.
Yes, sir. Screen is visible, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you, madam. Okay, so you can see that, or you might have heard about a reference management tool or research writing. You you must have come across this particular terminology many times when you write the research proposal or when you write the research paper or article or book chapter, whatever it is. So what actually research writing is, I think I need not to tell you because you all are aware, but I will give you some steps which we follow before we write any research writing or research proposal. You can see on the screen I have mentioned 11 steps which involve, especially when we conclude any research proposal. So that starts with selection of the topic. When we just think about writing any research paper, and just forget about research paper, any paper, whether it is a review paper or it is simple case study or we are doing any survey based on some collecting some sample data, writing some research work, trying to give some new output. So whatever we think, before that we think about any idea, means we will select the topic, that on which topic I have to conclude my research. So that in the process of research writing, that is the first step. You need to select the topic, and after that only you can go through or you can start writing. Topic, as I mentioned, topic may be, if always as a researcher, when I suppose I'm going to write one article or any book chapter or whatever, it we have to pay more attention towards the topic, that the topic should be of your interest. Sometimes we find very difficult to decide or choose the relevant topic of our study, and that may deviate your output. So whenever we think about writing any paper, we have to ensure that the topic is very suitable to my what exactly I want to do. This is the first step. Second step, narrow the topic. Sometimes if I say that I have to write one article on library automation, or I have to write one article on digital technologies, or I have to write some case studies about the publication in this particular duration, the duration or during from this year to this year. So what happens, when we take the broader topic, you will find lot of difficulties because it will cover the wide area of research literature. So you need to see that when you take the topic, you have to first concentrate how and to what extent you can narrow the topic. I mean to say, suppose I take the library automation. Library automation has many components, or you can say it is the combination of different process. It involves all the housekeeping operation, which can include acquisition, cataloging, metadata, data migration, circulation, serial control. So we have to think that suppose I take digital technology. So what digital technology? To for what purpose I am going to write a paper. So we have to extend, or you can say we have to narrow the topic to that extent which meets my exact requirement of my output, which I expect from the research paper. So let's say I take one topic, that status of library automation in Chhattisgarh academic libraries, or status of Koha installation or library automation software Koha in agricultural culture libraries in Chhattisgarh. So what will happen? I have one scope that I am targeting only Chhattisgarh. Now again I have narrowed the specified the limit that only I will be covering the colleges or agricultural colleges, agricultural libraries in Chhattisgarh, and the topic which I am choosing only for Koha means I am going to cover those libraries which are using Koha for their automation purpose in agricultural libraries in Chhattisgarh. So what happened? I got the limit, I got the scope, I know that what exactly I have to uh, just find the output from my study. Now take the another example. If I just take the topic like status of library automation in agricultural libraries, you see I do not have the limit. Agricultural libraries may be in Chhattisgarh, it may be in Odisha, it may be throughout the country, it may be throughout the world. So that is widening my area, and that when you just do the study, not limiting the area, it will create problem, or whatever the result you find out after your conclusion of the result, it may be involving or attracting many queries from the different researcher, because you have not limited your area of research. So in fact, the purpose of giving you the brief introduction about narrowing the topic is that whenever we write the paper, we should think that what is my topic and to what extent I have to narrow it to meet my exact requirement to find the exact output from my research paper. Now the third step starts the search the sources, and that is the very important part. Most of the time, you can say the authors or researcher, they skip or sometimes uh, they pay less attention towards the subscription, searching the resources, not subscription, searching the resources. Why it is important searching the resources? Because see, when we do any study, what will happen? Today I am focusing on some area, status of library automation in agricultural libraries in Chhattisgarh. It is not like that previous researcher, they would not have done the research on this topic. There might be possibility that some few researcher or other researcher, they also might have concluded or done some research work on this particular topic. So why do we search these sources? To find the research gap. That is most important thing when we write any paper. We need to know that what is the research gap, and then only we can conclude by comparing the previous result and the exact situation to in the present era, and that will help to conclude my paper that this is the exact situation in Chhattisgarh in agricultural libraries about automation with Koha. So searching the sources is very important. You spend a lot of time as you narrowed the topic. Try to pull the record or try to search the literature specifically which meets your requirement or very similar to your topic or subtopic. Then read and take notes. Many times you might have heard that there is a, you can say, uh, there is people follow some process, or there is a you can say क्या उसको बोलते हैं कि people, very common you can say in the market, very common practice among all the professional, that just they search the literature, simply they see yes it is related to my library automation, okay, that is okay, and you start writing without spending time that what exactly there is a content inside different literature, whether it meets my requirement or not, whether I should cite this in my paper or not, if I cite, to what extent it is going to be helpful for the reviewer when he or she reads at the time of reviewing my paper. So this is strongly recommended for writing the paper that whenever you search any document or when you have compiled all the document, you give enough time to read them and properly just note it down that which portion of the literature is related to my study. It is not like simply you have downloaded and cited in your paper and that is going to meet your purpose or that is going to help you in writing or completing the research process. No, unless or until you properly cite, give the proper quotation to your paper, it is not going to be a good quality paper. You may complete, you may submit, it may get published also, but remember, it may not attract the maximum citation. You might have heard people keep talking that that author has the citation of this number. Why? Because the person who has the maximum citation, it means the paper which is being cited of the different authors, those authors have the quality papers. They have spent a lot of time to complete the paper. They have given a lot of uh, uh, you can say inputs and got fruitful output for the benefit of the society. So they get maximum citation because that is relevant to different researchers. So read and take a note, then create an outline. Especially we follow some standard, as I am also telling you that these are the 11 steps. And similarly, there are pattern we all follow. There is a common practice among professionals. Even I also do the same way, that when I start just writing the paper, it should come include the abstract, introduction, then my scope of the study, objective, then methodology, how did I collect the data analysis, and then conclusion, and finally I acknowledge, and then references. Yes, obviously this is the outline, but do not limit to the format the just I talked about. You also see that if some other relevant areas which you can include by giving some subheadings under one major heading, so that also should be part of your complete outline. See, before writing, it is advisable or suggested that you complete the paper with some outline. That will help you with the point number 3, search resources. When you search the document and when you outline your paper before you start writing the paper, how it is going to be helpful. Suppose I am writing introduction part. When I search the document, I may have got some paper which may help me in completing my introduction portion related to my paper title. The other outline topic, suppose methodology or some objectives or data analysis, when I start writing, or literature review, when I start writing, so some of the resources which are found, definitely it is going to be helpful. So if you create a proper outline before you write the draft, means your paper, you start writing the paper, so that will help you to complete the paper easily. Writing rough draft. Next point is, first, in the first go, in my opinion, completing any research paper is not possible. Quality paper I am talking about is not possible with single sitting. See, our mind is very bright, vibrant, and also when we start writing, we may get at the exact timing. Suppose I start today and I read all the document which I got through internet or different sources. I start writing. I whatever the points I remember, based on that I will complete my paper. But tomorrow it may happen that I get some other research document related to my topic, and that may help me to include in my draft. So what will happen that you need to give multiple sitting to your paper. Do not finish it in 1 or 2 sitting. See that wherever possibility, you include all the points with proper citation, so that it does not attract the similarity or the plagiarism issue. After that, you give in-text citation, properly cite. See, every author, whoever has done the previous research, deserves the credit for his or her work. See, today, suppose I write any paper, tomorrow if somebody simply just copy the text or changes the mode of the text and write in his or her paper, Obviously, sometimes it may happen that software may not detect, or there are many tools with the help of that the wordings can be changed. But you see, if we talk ethically, if we talk about the research ethics, so your inner self will not allow that you copy the sources from other authors' work and put in your work and make it your own. So to avoid that, the author who has put lot of effort to complete the paper give proper credit by citing the source which you have copied from the different authors' works. That is very important. And how it is done, for that we will be using the tool today. I'll come to that point later. Then reference pages. You arrange all the citation references properly. Whatever the citation style has been asked to maintain, for example, APA style, or if you have been asked to IEEE Chicago or whatever. So accordingly you arrange. After that, as I told, that do not complete your paper in a single sitting. Give enough time to revise, rewrite wherever possibility is there. You just mention some other points, so it will give you more clarity. It will give you wide scope for okay, is this visible now? Please confirm, any one of you. Is my slide visible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
visual.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
fine, fine. Okay, so I completed up to revise and rewrite, and finally the 10th point is that write and just complete your final draft and then submit it to any journal or wherever you want to submit for publication. So in a research writing process, these are the steps a researcher must give proper attention to complete the paper with smooth writing. See, when we follow all these steps properly, that will help you to complete your paper smoothly. Otherwise, you can also finish in a single sitting. Simply start writing whatever comes in your mind based on your study. You can complete the paper, but you cannot claim it as a your quality paper because you may be missing. I'm not saying that it is not possible in a single sitting, but there may be possibility that you may miss some of the important points. So avoid completing the paper in a single sitting. Better give enough time to complete the paper. And in my opinion, a good paper needs at least 3 months time to 3 or 4 months time to give a proper shape as per any standard quality journals format. Okay, that is up to you. Also, you can finish based on your capability and also the time you devote. Okay, so I take you to the another part of the presentation or the session today, that is the Mendeley. As of now, I have discussed only about the research writing and what are the steps as a researcher I should follow. But the another point is, see, when we, as I mentioned during my presentation in the previous slide, that we need to search the document relevant to my study. The other point I mentioned that we also are supposed to cite or give the credit to the author who has done the work on that particular topic. Other point I mentioned that you should maintain the references as per the citation style. Now the question is, see, when we do all this process manually, it becomes very, very difficult for any researcher or any academician to prepare the bibliography and also to cite it manually in the paper wherever he or she has mentioned. So it is very, very, you can say, a difficult process. And to overcome this, we got many open source category or commercial category tools which can help researchers to manage the references or citation, in-text citation easily with simple steps, or you can say with this tool, that is Mendeley. Likewise, there are different other tools. You might have heard Jotero is there, then InNote is there. There are many other tools, but Mendeley I find very useful for researcher, easy to use, and also it gets 2 GB. You get free space on the cloud where you can just keep your research related document and also your paper, and it will help you to create the in-text citation in your paper. So I just give you the brief introduction that what Mendeley is, how it started, and now who is the owner of this. Basically, Mendeley is a London, UK based company which provides product and services for academic researcher. Uh, Original authors, basically there were three researchers, Mr. Paul Faulkner, Victor Henning, and Jan Richard, who were researcher, and they in fact they created Mendeley initially in 2008 August, but later in 2013 the Elsevier purchased this software, or you can say the took over the charge to manage Mendeley. Stable release, uh, you can check the current version on the website www.mendeley.com. It is like 2 point something it has come. And basically, Mendeley was named after the biologist Gregor Mendel and chemist Mitri Mendeley, and founded in London in November 2007 by three German PhD students, as I mentioned. The first public beta version was released in August 2008, but the work of creating Mendeley started in 2007. And in 2013, as I mentioned, it was taken by Elsevier, a very renowned publisher in the field of academic era. There are not only the Mendeley available on web dashboard, it is also available for desktop, I mean PC. You can also install it in the Linux, Mac OS, or even now it is available the Android app. So that also is possible. You can install in your mobile and you can use it. Some other features help you, like web importer, browser extension, which help you to extract the sources from directly from the internet. And also Mendeley helps you to, when you do the searching for your literature search. So Mendeley is very powerful. It has catalog of more than, I'll just show you, it has catalog of more than 90 million unique records. So you can simply browse or give a try to Mendeley library, where you get lakhs records on different topics, and some of them may be relevant for your study. Obviously, it is a wide, you can say, very vast source of information, or the catalog where you can get a lot of resources. Mendeley also is you can get different data set for completing the research proposal. Many researchers, they uh, means do research data management work. Research data management is basically very different process. In India, it has not taken in a good situation, you can say that status of research data management is not there. But in other country like UK and US country, US, Australia, they have developed research data management policy, and they are managing their research data set accordingly. So, what research data management is? See, whatever study we are doing, means any researcher, what happens today I am doing, tomorrow or after 5 years or 1 year, 2 year, as I mentioned that when we come start new research, we try to find a literature which has already been done on the particular topic. So the benefit of research data management is that if we procure all those data which was searched 5 years back by any researcher, and it is preserved somewhere as a research data set, what will happen after 5 years or of 10 years or after 100 years, if any researcher wants to see that what was the situation in 2022, and how the data was collected, or is the data set available. So this data will be very, very helpful for the researcher to complete the paper. So especially if we talk about the Mendeley, it also helps you to find the data set on different topics, and it will help you to write the research proposal accordingly. So that we will talk some other day. Research data management is a very vast area where we can discuss. So I'm going to demonstrate about how you can install Mendeley, how you can add, or you can say in brief, that how you can use Mendeley for writing your research paper, and also how you can use the Mendeley for in-text citation and preparing the bibliography. So I just stop sharing this my PPT, and directly I will take you to the browser where I will demonstrate that what reference this one Mendeley is and how you can access the Mendeley. So let me share the screen. See, there is a website mendeley.com, and first you need to go to the mendeley.com site, and there you will find the detail about Mendeley. You see here, this is mendeley.com. When I put here on the top, you can see there are many buttons like solution, support, sign in, create account, download, discovery, and I mentioned only 90 million, but it is showing here 100 million cross publisher article and counting. So this is the website where you can get detail about Mendeley, and also you can download the software. As I mentioned, that Mendeley is available for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS for different platform. So that you can do here, and you can directly go to download section, and here you can download the Mendeley, like download for window. Similarly, you can download for Mac OS, you can download for reference manager, and also you can use it accordingly in the offline mode. So but before that, I already have downloaded, and I will show you that how you can install. Before that, I want to show you that how you can discover, means the different topics. See here, uh, if I search about research data management, let me search and show you the record I fetch through Mendeley catalog. See, within fraction of second, I got 3,31,233 result about research data management, and also it has given me the filtration year wise. See, in 2022 there are 435 records, 2021 29,243 records. Likewise, it also gives me that the different document type like journals, and then conference proceeding, generic, thesis, book selection, in which journals it was published, and who is the author, open access document also. So see how beneficial it is. And also, if you just look at the right side, if I choose any particular topic, it is also showing me that how many readers have gone through it, and it has how many citation. So you can easily understand that it is going to give you many things at one place. And also you see on the top, it is showing that it is in the open access domain. So what is the benefit of this? That directly you can add to the Mendeley your personal library. Suppose I find this particular document very useful for my study, or my whatever the literature I'm searching, it is useful. So directly I can click to add to my library. That will get added to my Mendeley desktop, and later I can utilize this particular document for my research proposal. So okay, I will show you how you can add them all to library. But the purpose of showing you this particular page is to demonstrate you that how you can search the document through Mendeley online catalog. Okay, I just stop sharing now. I have downloaded the software as I mentioned. I already have downloaded. So all of you may be aware that the process is very simple. It does not has many complication, or you can say simply download and double click. It will get installed. Once you install this software, you need to open the software by clicking on the icon, which will by default be created at your desktop. So when I click on this particular icon, it will open the Mendeley desktop. It may take little time in the beginning. Okay, let me open this Mendeley reference manager. Is my desktop visible? Please keep telling, because I
Yes,
am not
it is visible.
able to
Yes,
work.
sir.
Okay,
Visible,
okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you. Thank you. So as you can see, I'll just log out of this and I will start from the beginning so that it is easy for you to understand. I'll just exit, and then I will. I guess you do not have any problem in installing the Mendeley, because Mendeley is very easy to install. Simply you see the software is available on the desktop. I need to double click on this software and it will take me to the entire process, and only I need to click, and then the software will get installed in my PC. So you see, it is very easy to install. It does not involve very complicated you can say process. And once it is installed, it will ask you to log in with your Mendeley user ID and password. So meantime, when it is getting ready, we will create the user ID and password so that I can show you that how you can use. Yeah. So I just click on finish, and once I click on finish, it will open the reference Mendeley reference manager, Mendeley desktop. Here, okay, I take you to the browser now. Here you see on the top of the this one browser, you can see there is a create account button. So if you are first time using Mendeley, you need to go to create account, and here you are supposed to give the email ID. Once you give the email ID, since I have already enrolled, so it is not asking me, it is giving me the password also. Once you click on email, it will ask you to fill up some detail. Just fill it up. It is completely free of cost. It does not ask you to give any credit card or any detail. Once you do it, after that it may ask you that what is your designation, to for which field you are going to use, so you can choose your subject. Once you log in, you can see your desktop web dashboard will be very similar to this, and name also will be visible on the top of the right corner, and there is a button library. If I click on library, so it will show me the Mendeley dashboard. It means mainly I have to work here, and whatever. Now you may be thinking that it is available online, how it will get synchronized with the desktop. See, when we open the desktop version, see, this is the desktop version. Whatever I do here, it gets automatically synchronized with the web dashboard. So the benefit is that when I work in my window, the offline version of Mendeley, it gets synchronized with the web dashboard. So if I add any document to this Mendeley desktop, automatically it goes to the online dashboard. So what happens if I suppose I am away from my office, away from home, and I am on the way, so I can simply log into Mendeley and I can get all my documents. I can continue my research work. Okay, so let's go to the next process. See, uh, in the Mendeley Reference Manager latest version, it has changed the screen little bit. Earlier, there was a, bit difference in the look and feel, but it has the similar function and everything. So I will demonstrate. Here you can see on the top there is a file which allows you to whatever the document you add to your Mendeley library, you can take it in a different format like BibTeX, EndNote, RIS. The benefit of taking the document in different format is suppose wherever you go, you do not find Mendeley there, and or suppose your guide is asking that you provide me the metadata detail in the BibTeX format, or someone is using latex, or someone is using EndNote and asking to provide the metadata detail in this format. So simply you can export all your record in this format and give the file to that concerned person to import in the concerned software. So I mean to say that this software is not only working in the Mendeley, it also can help you to export data in different format. So this is the benefit, one benefit. Now at the left side you can see that there are some buttons like add new. Add new means, as I mentioned, that when we start writing the research work, it involves a lot of process. In that, one is that searching the document. When you complete searching, you are supposed to add those documents to your Mendeley library. Why we are adding? To prepare the bibliography automatically and also to have the in-text citation. So just click on add new. It will ask you to from where you want to upload. You want to add it manually, or you want to add it from computer, or you want to add from the different format. As I mentioned that you can export it. Similarly, you can also import it from the different formats. So I first show you that you can directly take the file from your computer. So I have taken one PDF file. Directly I'm taking to the Mendeley library, and this PDF file is getting uploaded to my Mendeley library. And now you see one file is added to my Mendeley library. If I click, simply select on this particular document, right side you can notice that the relevant metadata fields are visible, which involves three tabs: the annotation, notebook, and info. Suppose the author is not there and you know the author, sometimes it may happen. See, internet, when we go to download any document from the internet, we get lot of document. Sometimes if the document is from the authentic source, or we are downloading it from the any renowned publisher, you automatically get all the metadata filled. Means when you just upload to Mendeley library, it automatically extracts all the metadata field and it shows right side of your the Mendeley library. But in some cases you may find that it may not have all the fields, so it can be filled manually. Suppose I know the author name, I can write it here. If I know the publication detail, year, pages, if I know that to which volume it was published, all these detail you can, if it has any URL or if any DOI, all these can be filled here. You can also give the tags. Tags are very similar like subject keywords, which will help you. Suppose I give here website, which will help you to categorize the document easily from the different document. Suppose you have 100 documents in a library and you are searching that I want only those documents which has tag or keywords website. So what it will do, it will see the relevant keyword, the tags which you have created, and pull the data, pull the record from the Mendeley library. So this is one example. I'll come to this portion again. Let us add one more document from here. I downloaded some other document, so I add another document here. So I have added two documents as of now. One is this one is this one. Now suppose if I select this one, now you see in this document by default it is giving all the author's name. It is also giving the author abstract. It is giving the URL name. It is giving ISSN number. It is also giving the Mendeley catalog detail if you want to share the reference anonymously with Mendeley catalog. So all these detail it is giving. But still, if you want to just give some more information to this, you can add it. Like you can give tagging. Suppose I mentioned, you can give here Moodle. Suppose I give Moodle here. So it will create the Moodle, and when you search with the tag Moodle, it will locate all the document which has the tag Moodle and show the directory in the list all the document at one place. So this is one portion how you add the document from the computer. Now the another one, that is the all references it is showing. Similarly, the other button is recently added. It will show you the time, source, the file, everything. When you click on recently added, there may be case that you add the file in different interval of days. Means today you have added 5 document. Tomorrow you might have added 10 document. So accordingly, it will show date wise that when it was added and what time it was added, and then accordingly you can bifurcate, or sometimes we do not know how many files I recently added. So when you click on recently added button, it will show here recently read. You see it is not showing any document. Why? Because after adding, if you do not have if you have not yet read any document after adding to Mendeley library, it is not going to be displayed in the recently read. So it has another very good feature, Mendeley, that it works as your PDF reader or document viewer, you can say. If I double click on this file, it will open in the Mendeley library itself the whole PDF, and you can read it. You see here, I can read the whole document here. And not only that, I can select the portion which I want, and I can annotate. You see, I can highlight here. If I want, I can just put a note that this particular uh, abstract or this particular portion of this document I'll be adding to my introduction part of uh, the paper. So next time, suppose I close this, and next time if I just open the file, so that will remain in the file. It is not going to be changed, and that will help me to locate that from this particular document which portion I have highlighted or which portion I have to add in introduction. See, the note portion is available, which will help me to understand easily that this portion I read and I'm going to add in the introduction portion. Similarly, you can have this particular, suppose in this portion you have selected, you can give another color. So what will happen? What will happen that this particular portion, if you have highlighted in different color, suppose I have highlighted in different color, so what will happen, that will give you the easy understanding that this portion is highlighted. It means I have read it and it is going to be added in this portion. So the purpose of letting you know about this particular document or the annotation, that it also gives you opportunity to open the file in the Mendeley library itself and also annotate and highlight the portion which you are going to add in your document. So 2 document I have added, and you can see that it shows the metadata at the right side. If you click on annotation, this will also show you that in this document what are the annotation you have added. So see, in this document I have added one. The second document I have not added any annotation, so it is not showing. So likewise, you can add multiple document. You can also add document manually, as I mentioned. If you click on add in document manually, so it will ask you to provide the document and what type of document it is. See, these are the different types which is available in Mendeley. It is bill, it is book or book section, case study, computer program, article, thesis, web page, whatever it is, you can choose accordingly, and accordingly you can fill the title, author, journal, volume, all these detail you can fill and you can add the entry. So it will help you to add the record. Sometimes we simply get the file in the physical format. We do not know that what is the DOI or something. So for those record, we can add the document manually. There is a button favorite. Favorite is also one kind of filter. Suppose I select any document with the star button, and when I click on favorite, so it will easily help me to identify that which are the files are important, relevant to my topic. Then my publication is another button. It also helps you to increase your author profile. See, if you have written many public paper, you can attach all of them here, and once you attach, it will be available in the worldwide in open access, and people or researcher, if they search, they come to your profile, they come to your paper. So it gives you more number, it may give you more number of citation, more number of viewers. People may know about your research work, what you have done previously. So it allows you to add your publication to Mendeley. If you have deleted document, you can just see in the trash. You can sometimes, as I mentioned, that when we start writing paper, we need to bifurcate them with the type is overview. For example, introduction, objectives, then method, literature review, methodology. So uh, it may be difficult for us to understand that which document I referred for introduction, which document I referred for the methodology. So what we can do, we can simply create the different folder. For example, I just create here literature review, and the document which I search, I simply select and drop it in the literature review. So when I click on literature review, all the document which I have downloaded for literature review, it will be, when I click on literature review, it will be available in the literature review folder. So that will also help me to classify the document based on my different requirement in the paper. So this is also very good point. The another one is the creating group. You can also create group where you can involve people. For example, private group you can create, public group you can create. In the public group, everyone can join. In private group, you can invite, suppose your guide or your other researcher who want to take part in your study, and or you want them to involve in your study. So you can create the group. For example, I create here RDM. So this group will be created, and that group will be available for everyone to join, whether it is private or public. It is synchronizing with my web dashboard. So these are all features which will help you to manage your Mendeley work easily. You see now group is created. So if I add any document to this group, it depends on who are the people who are the part of this group. So let me take you the other options, that is how you are going to cite in your Word file. Suppose I have added two documents. Now it's time to understand how we can cite in the Word file. So see there, if I go to tools, and I can see that there are two buttons: install Mendeley web importer and then install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word. So if I click on install Mendeley web importer, it will take me to the another window, and here I am supposed to click on get web importer for Chrome. The benefit of web importer is, suppose go to Google and search many documents to my study. It may fetch hundred of or thousand of records relevant to my study. So what will happen? Some of them may be of my interest, so I can directly add them from the uh, internet itself, and that is possible through Mendeley web importer. See, it has been installed, and that web importer I'll be using. You see on the top right corner there is an icon, Mendeley web importer. So now if I go and I just go to search, for example, google.com, and here I search, for example, library automation file type PDF. So it will search all the PDF file here, and it will show. Suppose I have searched and it is giving. So let us open this document. This document is open. Now what I'm supposed to do, I simply click on web importer, and it will get synchronized. It will ask me to log in with my Mendeley user ID and password. Generally it takes by default, means if you are already logged in with your Mendeley desktop, so it will get logged in automatically. If it is not, then you need to provide ID and password, and then it will, you see at the bottom it is showing now, and now it is showing the link. See, if I select this and I click on add button, so directly it will get added to my Mendeley library. Suppose I add to Mendeley. Oh, there is some problem, so that's why it is not getting added. Let me see some other document. One minute, I'll just try another thing. There is, I think, some issue. See what happens when you click on this. Let's take some other example. Perhaps this file is having problem. We may try some other example. Okay, let me take this one. And I click on web importer. Okay, it has got now, and I click on add to Mendeley. Let's see how it is getting added. It is adding. Yeah, it is PDF file and reference, both are added to my Mendeley library. Now if I go and simply refresh the pages, see, it has come. 2013 library automation GLIS 007, and if I click on this right side, I can get all the metadata field. Some of the fields are not filled, so I can do it manually. So the benefit is, web importer benefit is that we don't have to bother about adding them manually, first downloading and then adding to Mendeley library. This is the benefit. Similarly, you can search any document and you can directly add to your Mendeley library, and later you can cite them wherever you want in your paper. You see, I just add this another document. It may take little time based on the speed of your network, and then it will get added to your Mendeley library. See, it is showing. Yeah, it is adding. If I go and search, yeah, see now, BLIE 229 ICT in library automation. So 4 number of files have been added to the Mendeley library, Mendeley dashboard, Mendeley library, both. Now I close this. I again go back to my Mendeley desktop reference manager. There was another this one button, install Mendeley site for Microsoft Word. I click on this and it will again ask me to install the Mendeley site. Why it is important? It is important to, as I mentioned, that you are supposed to uh, create in-text citation to generate the bibliography. So for that you need to create the user ID and password. First you fill all this, and once you do it, it will take you to Microsoft 365 to complete this process. Simply complete it. You need to create the ID. Yeah, now it is still getting added. You need to wait for some time. It is very similar to the first process which we have done. So you can open, get started with the add-in. Just click on open in Microsoft Word. So it is you opening the Microsoft Word now, and this will install the Mendeley site in Microsoft Word. So what will happen? Suppose I have added 4 number of documents here. When I am writing the paper, and there I am supposed to cite in between the text which I have completed. So it will allow me to cite the information or cite the particular the document detail and prepare the bibliography by default. See, it will be available on the reference tab. It is showing also. Okay, I just go to reference. Go to reference, and here just a minute, it is getting loaded. You see here in the reference it is showing insert citation. Also it is showing the different style. So insert citation will help you to insert the citation from your library. It may ask you to choose the different citation style. You can choose accordingly. You see, these are the styles given here. Here also it is opening. So based on this, you can choose the style. By default, it is set to APA. And then suppose I click on this. For example, this is my paper. It is still opening. Just wait. Just a minute, wait. Yeah. I write some text here. The quick brown fox jumps right over the lazy dog. This is my text which I want. Suppose this is my paragraph. And I have to cite here. So first I need to keep the cursor, and after that I need to click on insert citation. Once you click on insert citation, when you click on insert citation, it will ask, or it will open your Mendeley library. It will open your Mendeley library. It may ask you to log in. Here it may ask you to log in. And once you log in, it will show you the search button where you need to search. And by default, it will add here the detail of the author. Let me show you. I think I need to, just a minute, please. I have installed 2 versions of Mendeley. So the latest one is running, and the previous one is, when I start, it is showing that you already see, already running, may not be responding. Click the Mendeley icon in the taskbar or talk to it. Just a minute, I'll just open. Please wait. I think there is some issue with my Mendeley. I'll just show you. Yeah, it has come now. I log in again. DP Tripathi 79. It is trying to fetch all my documents from the web. Yeah, it has got all the document which we uploaded to Mendeley library. Okay, now if I just go to this and click on insert citation, so see, it is opening the search box, and I just type the keyword, and then I just click on OK. What it will do, it will automatically add the author name or the citation you want to add. Again, I go to insert citation. I just give modal. So it is showing me the paper name and author. I just click on OK, and it has added as per the citation style APA. Now, this is the process. Now, suppose I have to prepare the references. I simply click on insert bibliography. See on the top, I click on insert bibliography. See, my bibliography is prepared. By default, it is prepared as per the APA citation style. The most beautiful part of the Mendeley is preparing the bibliography and adding the in-text citation. If just imagine you are citing more 30 or 35 papers detail in your paper, how difficult it is to arrange as per any citation style. You need to just check them where you are adding, what is the style of citation style, and accordingly you need to prepare the bibliography. That may take a lot of your time, but if you use this Mendeley or any other reference manager, then it will make your job easy. It can easily help you to choose the proper citation style. You can also change. Suppose you want to change some other bibliography style, you can change it from here. You see, there are many citation style you can uh, change. So what will happen? You can make them as per any citation style. You can change it from here also. You can go to view citation style, and you see, suppose I want to make it as per IEEE. Automatically it will get changed. If I click on refresh, automatically it will change to IEEE. Just wait for some time. One minute, I'll just go to it is not at refresh, that's why it is let me take this IEEE search bibliography. You can give a try to all the citation style by clicking and changing it. It is possible. When you change it, it gets synchronized, and then it may take some time, and accordingly it will change to your this paper, and you can prepare the bibliography accordingly as per citation style. So these are the things I wanted to show you about the Mendeley, and let me take you back to the reference site. Here, as I mentioned, that there are some other important features given. I will show you what other features you can use in Mendeley. It is up to 2 GB. As I mentioned, that it gives you free access, and beyond that, if you want, you can subscribe it. So you can go to setting, and here you can, suppose you are 2 GB is not enough, so you can go to subscription, and you can subscribe for more space, and you can use accordingly. So it is up to you. See, up to 2 GB, it is personal space by default given. But if you want to upgrade it, you can go for upgradation. But I will not suggest to go for upgradation, because it is already 2 GB is not less space. It can help you to complete your paper. So for per month, you need to pay approximate $5, and it will give you 5 GB personal library space. So accordingly, you can proceed if you want. Otherwise, you can use 2 GB space. So that also will help you. You can also set for notification. You can also do for the carrier setting. All these are possible in the Mendeley, and some other informations you can find here. You see here there is a data set. As I was talking about the data set, you can download the different data set related to your research work, or suppose you are doing any research and you need to know that what research was done few years back or 5 years back. So that will help you to pull the data or know the researcher work, and accordingly you can prepare your research proposal for new output. So you can go to data.mendeley.com. There it will give you lakhs of data set, more than lakhs of millions, you can say millions of records or data sets. See, 30.1 million data set from domain. So if I search any record, for example, I'm searching for nanotechnology, and let's see what output it gives. So you will get a data set which will help to do some new research based on the previous study done. It is searching. Still searching. See, meantime it is opening. One more thing I want to mention, that it is secure cloud-based repository where any researcher can upload their data and easily can be shared with other researcher for citation and all. So you need not worry about, only provided you do not share your user ID and password with anyone. So whatever document you upload, it will remain safe, and also you can keep the research work under your supervision. So I think there is some network speed issue, that's why it is not opening. It will show you, it is very similar to catalog where you can find different type of research data to complete your research work. You see it has got 28,671 result on keyword nanotechnology. And you see the different data types like images, tabular data, document, data set, video, text, all these. Suppose you're looking for some slides on nanotechnology, so it has got 44 result. So these are all the data set which can help you to find some new result or the output based on the study, your new study. So that's all from my end regarding using Mendeley for your research work. Hope my session would have helped you to understand about what reference manager or what reference management tool can do. So thank you all for joining this session, and I hope I have covered almost all the portion involved in using the reference management tool Mendeley. And I request all of you, those who are doing research, they will give time and they will learn it, how to use, how to use for research work, and also encourage other researcher, other professionals to make use of it for better output with the help of Mendeley. Thank you once again to Madhav sir for creating this opportunity for interacting with you all, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Tripathi. This lecture is very useful, but some disturbance is from Gurdwara side is creating some so many times. Thing is
Acha,
there, all our
oh, yes,
my
sir.
dear, uh, my dear students, फर्स्ट कम हाउ टू ओपन अकाउंट्स. सबको आप लोगों को सबको अपना मेंडले में अकाउंट ओपन करना है. देन लॉट ऑफ फीचर्स विद मेंडले. सो स्पेशली
Sir, one more thing I would like to mention, if you permit me. Yeah. See, I am running one channel also where I have uploaded all the research writing related videos. I will just show you. So that will also, suppose in case you find any difficulty, so uh, it will help you to understand in better way. Yeah, let me share my screen. See, if you go to librarian guide simply in YouTube, you will find, and there you just search for research writing. So I uploaded about 16 videos which has all the important aspect of writing the research article, and also how to use Mendeley. Here you can find all the videos. So it will give you how to insert a Microsoft Word plugin, how to do the setting for other citation style. I can understand that you might have got disturbance due to the puja going on. So if you have any query and questions, so I will be happy to answer.
Sir, some
Over to
queries
you,
on
sir.
chat box. Queries on some chat box. Can
Yeah,
you
I
see?
can see. I can see. Yes. Yeah, I'll just go through. First question is from Akanksha Pandey. How to write references in MLA format of conference proceeding? As I already mentioned, that the Mendeley has got. I'll show you. Let me share the screen. So very good question, because sometimes when we submit the paper, we need to know that means there are different conferences or author journals. They ask you to submit the paper as per the different citation style. So when you log in with the Mendeley desktop, you suppose means you go to view citation style and click on more style. It will open the citation style already installed in this. It has got more than 6,000 citation style being used worldwide. So you choose your MLA. Suppose you are looking for MLA. If it is not there, simply you type get more citation style MLA, and it will come MPA. I think. What is that? I did not see. MLA
MLA,
format.
sir.
So first of all, you need to, yeah, I think it is not installed in this. Get citation from here. See, it is showing means many format here. Whatever you want, you just search here, and then you download it accordingly. For example, I'll just show you. You just go give some time and search it. Suppose I want to use this one 2D material. Simply click on install, and after installing it, once it is ready, check it. Use this style. So this particular citation style will get active. Similarly, you can suppose MLA you are looking modern language association, use this style. So what will happen? This particular citation style will get active. Or any other citation, as I mentioned, more than 6,000 citation style are available in this. So you can choose any one. You simply select. If it is not installed, click on install, and once it is installed, it will allow you to choose this citation style, and accordingly use this style. Click on use this style and click on done. So next time when you open, when you open insert citation, so it will add the document accordingly. Still it is showing as per the APA. Here you choose modern, this one. You see automatically it will change, and bibliography will also get changed. It has changed. It has been added in the bibliography also. If I change it to some other IEEE, so you see the IEEE citation style is changed. So likewise, whatever the citation style you want, you check it, and accordingly you enable, and then you suppose I want to write in Chicago. So you see, this is the Chicago style. So this is the way you can make use of different citation style. Yeah. Another question I can see. Monica madam has put the question. If you have any query, okay, okay. Background noise disturbing. How can we join others public group? A good question. This is also very simple. We need to log in the reference manager. Let me share the screen. Yeah, here you see when I click on create group, you can see name your group. For example, I type here library automation and I click on create group. So this group will be created here, and now I can send the email. See here, invite people to the group. So when people get the email, they will directly join. It is very similar to other, just like a Facebook request. Or now if I click on send invite, this invitation will go to that author, and accordingly the author will join this group. And later when you share any document, he or she also will be able to see the document, means the group material. So I got two questions. If anyone is having any other questions, so most welcome. I guess I answered the query as per your requirement. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's really
Uh,
very informative session. Our student benefited. But first thing from our side to our students, first see Mendeley. What is Mendeley and how to open account in Mendeley? After after that, all our process, all our windows are slowly open, and then you can utilize and proper way you can enjoy. So especially Dr. Tripathi, thanks from our PGS course side. Our the university run a course PGS Library Information Science for PG and PhD students. More than 200 students uh, in this group. We are trying to update our students for how to use Sera, how to use Cresicos, how to write research paper. The main object of this is how to update your skill. So this is very useful session. Today is actually Saturday. This is not the class days. Class is on Monday, Tuesday. But after this, more than 100 students are included in this session. Thank you. Thank you for our colleague from Monica Tripathi and on behalf of university. So if you, uh, Monica, so
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tripathi sir, thanks a lot for your valuable lecture, and it means a lot for our students also. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to interact with you all.
thank,
And my humble request to all the participants that you please create one account today in Mendeley, and also you just upload some document, give some try, and add the citation to your paper, check it whether it is working or not, add some annotation, then you check it in the bibliography. So you will be more means you'll get more experience about using Mendeley. And in case you get any trouble or any problem, so you can drop me mail at dptripathi79@gmail.com. Anytime I'm it means when I'm free, I'll definitely reply to your query.
thank you, sir. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
थैंक्स लॉट वी आर हमको जब भी जरूरत पड़ेगी हम आपसे कांटेक्ट करेंगे
Sir,
स्पेशली
definitely, sir. I'm always ready for any kind of assistance.
सो काइंड ऑफ यू थैंक्स लॉट सर
Thank
सर
you, sir. Thank you. Wish you all a
ओके
happy
सर
day
Thank
ahead.
you, sir.
Okay, sir.
थैंक यू सर
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.